All right, North Lacrosse, welcome back to the Tactics Board. Coach Mahoney here. We're going to go over an element of our offense that deals with unsettled situations, specifically moving into a fast break. And we're going to start by teaching fast break offense using a very basic concept that uses the shape of an L to help us know how we want to get our attack into position to take advantage of what should be a numbers situation. A fast break implies that we have a numbers advantage on the offense. And what we'll look at as we kind of teach this is this idea that whatever happened over here, either off a face-off or, something, the ball goes down, we get a pickup, and one of our middies picks the ball up in our defensive end and now is streaking towards their defensive end where we're going to try to score a goal. Okay, so what that means is we need to talk about where our attack is going to typically play if the ball is in our defensive end. So if we're down here defending, I need our attack to play up by the midline. The two outside wing attackmen need to be on the midline. That gives you the opportunity to kick back some balls if they come back towards the midline, or if something comes over the line, then you can be in a position to at least play some defense or be in a position to ride wherever their defenders go. So if their defenders stay down here in the hole, I guess what I'm trying to get at here is I want the attack to come up to the midline, the center attack more about around the restraining line or so. And what you're trying to do is bait these defenders to come up a little bit because you can take advantage of speed on an unsettled situation. If they stay back here in the house, that's fine. Don't worry about it. But in an unsettled scenario, there are set locations that I want our three attackmen to go to. Now, as we progress through the season, there'll be some variations on this that'll allow you to make decisions based on where this midi goes. But when we first start teaching this L fast break, is what they call it, I need the attackman to get in the shape of an L. And what we're going to start with is using the middies. He's always going to go and kind of set up for a righty shot. So he's going to float to his right so he can have a nice little rip right here. Because on a fast break, if no defender comes out to defend the ball carrier, then you don't need to pass it, okay? The fast break offense takes advantage of numbers. If all three poles stay back with the attackman, then just take a hands-free shot and rip it down the middle. But what you will probably see is a defender come out and try to defend the ball carrier. Okay, so we end up with a fast break. The middies coming down the field with the ball. These three attackmen need to get on their horses now and get into the position that they're going to be. And as I said, we're drawing the shape of an L. This is an L fast break, and it's going to look kind of something like this. This is the L that we're going to be utilizing. Maybe a little bit lower in some instances, but the guy who's back here by the restraining line, who's already back, I need you to set the bottom corner of the L. Okay, so you need to hustle down and set the back corner. This other attackman, because we're setting up this L, is going to hustle down this direction and be setting that bottom corner. And then the final attackman here is going to be setting this corner here. This may be a little bit tighter. We can see how things go. But if you keep a little bit of space out here, then it is actually good because you'll open up that defense in the middle. So now the ball carrier is coming down. As I said, we're going to float over to the right side looking for a hands-free right-handed shot, take advantage of most of our righties. If he receives if no defender comes out to defend him, then I just want you to go right down the middle and take that nice good shot. All right, take a good look. But we're going to assume that the defense is going to come out. Okay, and so again, we're setting this L shape. We can get rid of that. You can see the attack is set up in L, and we'll bring some defenders into the mix now to kind of show what's going on. And this video is good for our defenders as well, because it's going to help you understand how you need to defend this. Okay, so we have three poles. Again, we're talking about a number situation where we have more than they do, so it's a 4v3, and it's a good chance that they have a midi defender who's coming from behind, and we call that a trailer. Okay, so he's probably trying to catch up to this ball carrier. So we have a numbers advantage for a minute, but when that trailer finally gets back, it's going to be even, okay? So we need to take advantage of this quickly. So as the ball carrier floats over to his right to take a hands-free shot, what we can expect to see is the defender who's at the top of the L here, we're going to call him the point man, he's going to have to go take ball. If he doesn't, this guy's going to be too far away, and he's going to have a shot right here. So someone has to go take him, and in most cases, it's going to be the point man. All right, so the main rule when you're running a fast break offense is the ball carrier should pass to where the slide came from. Okay, that makes sense. So as he comes down to take this shot, the point man's going to flow over to him because he has to defend him. He just left his man. So once that defender commits, okay, and you know that he's no longer defending this man, the pass should come. Boom, and potential shot. Now, that's if the rest of the defense is slow to adjust. If this slide comes over and he slides to take the ball carrier, and it leaves this man wide open, then take your shot. If your hand's free and you can step down and take a shot, go ahead and do it. Okay. But again, my defenders be paying attention here because we're set up for the defense. The ball carrier comes down. This man has to go. The point man goes, I got ball. And what should happen now is the defense should rotate a little bit, okay? Because we know he's wide open. We can't leave him wide open. This defender needs to slough up a little bit. Now, but this is where things get tough, and he needs to come in a little bit. But he can't leave his man, because if we leave either of these guys, then this midi has a good chance to go to either one or skip pass across. And so he's going to begin to rotate up. He's going to rotate over this direction. So if that ball does come down here, then we're on ball, okay? And the trailer's still coming, right? So he passed off. This defender's going to rotate back, set up, and now we're even, okay? So if you can, this is from the defensive side, if you can deny the first shot, there's a good chance that that trailing midi is going to get back in time and give us an even number situation. We're in much better shape. So from the offensive perspective, you want to take advantage of that first opportunity to score a goal on here before the defense has a chance to kind of recover. So midi's coming downhill. And as I say, we're going to start with this shape every time for now. Okay. What will change is eventually, depending on this point man here on the offense, the top of the L, he needs to go on whichever side the midi, he needs to go away from the midi, right? So if the midi wants to come over this direction, then he should end up over here. You're basically going opposite of wherever the midi goes. But for coaching purposes and for teaching this, we're going to start with this shape always, expecting the midi to come over here and take a right, a nice step down right hand shot right here. Okay, so let's look at that again. So he comes over this direction, and let's look at it differently. Let's say, for whatever reason, this pole decides, well, he's not getting there, he's stuck, or he doesn't know where he is. He slides to go to the ball carrier. Once he goes, again, pass the ball to where the slide came from. Okay, so at that point, he's wide open, pass down, shot. Okay, the fast break offense can result in a goal after that first pass. All right, but if it doesn't, then you can start taking advantage of the rotation. Okay, because the defense has to rotate in order to try to cover everybody. I'm here, he's coming down, he slides. The ball comes here. He comes up to play ball. He's coming across. The ball comes down. As he comes across to play him, maybe we get a skip pass across, and now he's uncovered. The whole point of a numbers advantage is to find the uncovered man. So as the defense rotates, one of the four offensive players is going to be uncovered. And so we want to try to make nice, snappy passes to take advantage of it. So again, we're going to practice this this week starting on Monday night. We're going to set this up. And the main things to kind of build this play is recognizing that I've got my middies up here in position. The ball's, take these guys out of the way. The ball's over here, and we recover it, and now we're on a fast break. We hear fast break. I need this bottom midi to get down to the bottom corner. And for our purposes, again, we're going to start with a righty L, which means you're going to make kind of this shape. So he's going down to the corner. This guy's getting on his horse coming down here, and this guy's taking the top of the L because we expect this midi to float to his right side, look for a hands-free shot and shoot. If he doesn't, pass the ball to where the slide comes from, okay? So again, if the point man slides to you, pass over to this man. If you've got a shot and that defender didn't get up to you, take the shot. The whole point of a fast break offense is it's fast, right? So move the ball to the guy who has an opportunity to shoot, and if you're that guy, take the shot. Okay, there's no, if we wait to get the perfect shot or we wait to maneuver a little bit, then a lot of times we give the defense time to get back in and stop that opportunity. So I want guys getting used to catching the ball, winding up and shooting. Okay, not an extra cradle, not an extra dodge. If you've got your hands free, get that thing going to the cage. Okay, we'll up our numbers of shots, and that'll up our numbers of goals. So as an offensive player, I'll be thinking about that. Always be scoring. And so scoring means you're either shooting the ball or you're passing to set up a shot, but everything you're doing is designed to get that ball into the net. All right. Cause that's the whole point of the game. We want to score. So, that's it for the L fast break, and we will start practicing that this week. So, that's it for this video. Go North.